Alright guys, just San here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the LR Tech BROLY. Now, with the Dokkan Fest God Goku coming out, he did provide this guy with a 200% leader skill. I'm not sure if the God Goku was the first 200% this guy got, but I planned on doing a showcase on him anyway, and then I realized obviously he does fit under God Goku's 200%, so I figured what better time than now to do a showcase on this guy, because this guy's pretty hype. I mean, when he first came out, he was a very good unit. And I think his Easy A is definitely very anticipated by a lot of people. You know, a lot of people do want to see him Easy A. And I think we definitely could see that very soon. We have been seeing kind of a lack of Broly lately. So maybe for Worldwide, if we get like a Broly themed celebration where we get like, I don't know, a new like family trio fighting Broly as part 1. And then for part 2, we can get Gogeta Blue versus Broly or something like that. Then we could see this guy Easy A during that celebration. Because as I said, his Easy A definitely is very anticipated. And as long as they make him good, it would just be a big W all around. So yeah, before we get into the video, if you find yourself enjoying it at any point, feel free to like and subscribe. Also keep in mind there are timestamps in the video, so if you want to skip around to any part, then absolutely feel free to do that. And yeah, let's get right into it. So on this opening rotation, we are going to have, okay, 5 out of 7 links. So actually, we're going to be looking really good. Unfortunately, we don't have Legendary Power or Berserker active, which between the both of them, that is a lot of attack. But keep in mind, Berserker is like, we're not going to get that active during this video. It's a really difficult link to get active. But we do have a lot of support. We've got 30% from the Bardock and then like, what, 70% from the Broly and Paragus. So we're looking very good. And started turn around 124k. Alright, so that is a little lower. But there is a couple things to keep in mind. Most notably, we get 90% attack and defense when performing a super. I'm pretty sure it's 90%. Let me double check really quick. Yeah, 90% attack and defense when performing a super. We get an additional 50% attack if it's an ultra super. And then we do have this thing where we get a guaranteed additional super if we're facing 2 enemies or 2 or more enemies. I guess that's good, but this guy has no super attack effect. So it's not like you're going to actually be hitting hard. Okay, so we got the additional right there. So definitely some more damage is nice. But like I said, he doesn't like raise defense or even raise attack on super. So it's just damage. Well, this guy does have a super attack effect. He lowers defense on his 12 key, and then on his 18 key, he greatly lowers defense. But let's be honest, they only throw that on units just kind of to put something there. They don't like go out of their way to say like, oh, you know what? We got to make sure this guy greatly lowers defense. It's like, no, they just kind of put it on a unit just because. So it's not really the most useful thing, but it is still, I guess, worth mentioning because in Super Battle Road, you can make some use out of it. But if you're getting like triple supers with this guy, which you can do, as I said, because you can get the guaranteed additional if you're fighting 2 or more enemies, and then depending how you have him built, you can get the 3rd one, then, you know, you greatly lower defense, then you lower it twice after that. Definitely you'll notice a difference in the enemy's tanking ability. But speaking of this guy's hidden potential system, I would say go full additionals with him now, because units typically get defense on super. So, like now, units get defense on super, you'll notice like every single unit has that. So when this guy does get an Easy A, which I'm assuming would be relatively soon, one could only assume he would get defense on super. And if he does have that, then going full additionals with him is probably the way to go. But if you want to play it safe, I understand that. You could probably just wait till his Easy A details get revealed and then build him accordingly to that. But overall, I mean, that first rotation, he didn't really look the craziest. I'm going to be honest. His attack stat was actually fairly good considering his age, but his defense was pretty bad because you only get 90% when performing a super attack. So we were only a little over like 200k. And right here, okay, so still around 100k. So after we get the super, we're going to be, what, just barely under 200k defense. Yeah, that obviously is very bad, but you got to keep in mind this guy released in a completely different time period where 100k defense was probably pretty good. So you can only imagine when this guy obviously got his super attack off, he was just like amazing defensively, and offensively he was very good because you were getting all the additional supers as well. But okay, what we'll do is, yeah, we'll keep him in slot 1. We've got, what was that, 4 out of 7 links. We got a good amount of orbs as well. So we do have the extra attack buff because we got his 18 key. So we should be looking pretty good right here. We got a lot of support from the Broly and Paragus, not Broly. 5.47 million attack stat. Yeah, I mean, that's alright considering his age. Obviously, it's really nothing too crazy now, but again, the time this guy released in, a 5.7 million attack stat with like almost 200k defense was pretty nutty. So, I mean, you know, you just got to keep that in mind. But With this guy's EZA, there's a lot they could do with him. He does, as I said, get the attack and defense when performing a super attack. So this guy is a slot 2 or 3 unit, which is very interesting because with his EZA, they could very easily make him busted. Because he does get all the stats when performing a super, if they give him actual start of turn attack and defense stats, then he's just going to be crazy, right? I mean, look at the AGL EZA Gohan, the Worldwide Download Celebration Gohan. With his EZA in a Super Saiyan 2 transformation, they gave him 159% attack and defense start of turn, which he did not have a start of turn attack and defense buff previously. So when they gave that to him, I mean, you guys know how crazy he is, right? So, I mean, it really, if they give him like 100% attack and defense start of turn, and then they give him 100% attack and defense when performing a super, I feel like that in and of itself would be very crazy. And then, of course, there's other stuff they got to do with him. But, you know, just that alone would definitely be a very big change. Now, as far as other things they can give him, I'm not really too sure because he's a very old unit, as we've said a couple times during the video already. So he is missing a lot in his passive. You know, it's very short. So they can really do whatever with him. They could give him guard, damage reduction, dodge, additionals, crits. I mean, he does already have additionals, but there is a pretty kind of a harsh requirement. You know, you need to be facing 2 enemies, which majority of the game, you're not doing that. Outside of a couple red zone stages and obviously Super Battle Road, you're never really going to get that active. But, I mean, I guess if they want to make it to where, like, he gets the guaranteed additional, obviously, when facing 2 or more enemies, like it already is. And then outside of that, just like in general, he has an additional that has like a medium chance to become a super. So then if you're facing a 2 enemies, then you could potentially quadruple super. And then if you're only facing 1 enemy, then you could still get a triple super. But all right, we have this animation right here. So now this guy gets the transformation. So with the transformation, he does become a little bit better. Instead of a 90% attack and defense when performing a super, we get 100%. And also we get an additional 88% attack, just an attack buff. If it's an ultra super, which, I mean, with the support units we have, we're most likely going to only be getting 18 keys. We get a guaranteed additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super when facing only 1 enemy. So actually, we do have additionals built in right here because we're only facing 1 enemy, of course. And then we also have the guaranteed additional when facing 2 or more enemies, but we're not going to get that, so I'm not worried about it. 131k defense. So keep in mind that basically doubles when we super. So that's going to be 262k defense. Still very bad, but a little bit better. And I guess, yeah, we can just pop this guy's active skill. I forget what the animation for this looks like, so let's go ahead and watch this. Yeah, so I mean, very quick, but as you can see, the effects of it, we get full key, and then also we get a 48% attack buff. So our attack stat right here is probably going to be pretty good. I guess it doesn't really matter what field of key I get with him. He's already at 24 key, but whatever. We'll get the 10 keys here right there. What was our defensive stat again? Oh, yeah, 262k. Yeah, I mean, I guess defensively now you might be able to get away with bringing him in a moderately difficult just event as long as he has type advantage and if you're not getting supered. But other than that, I mean, this guy really, he doesn't have much use outside of bringing him in like Dokkan events. I guess in normal Super Battle Road, you could run this guy because obviously those really don't hit as hard. And actually in there, you're going to have the additionals. You'll also be able, you will be able to utilize him lowering defense. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. What? That was a lot of damage right there. Okay. For this guy's age, oh my god, that was great. Oh my god. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Almost 15 million. I mean, to be fair, we had support, we had a lot of links active, and also, obviously, his active skill, which was probably a big factor in that, but still. Dude, that was crazy. Oh my god, almost 15 million, and we got the crit off for almost 10 million damage. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. So, what we'll do is we'll showcase this rotation, this next turn, up and coming, and then after that, as you can see, I did bring nuking items. So that's something I used to do on all my showcases. I used to nuke with them. I kind of stopped doing it just because I just forgot. But with this Broly, I do want to bring that back because, of course, I mean, if on that rotation right there, just with the active skill, we were doing 15 million. So with a nuking item, I would be pretty curious as to the damage this guy's going to get. Okay, I did not mean to click that. but I guess it's okay. We'll just kind of roll with it. So we do drop a little bit in terms of our defense. We're not going to be able to get 18 key. All right, you know what? I'll just nuke with him now, right? I mean, that doesn't really matter. So we'll get the key spheres right here with him. Hopefully we get lucky. Okay, that's good. Yeah, perfect. All right, sweet. So 19 key spheres. I'm expecting a pretty crazy attack stat. We saw what he hit on the last turn, and that was just with the 48% attack buff from the active skill. So with this, you know, the nuking item, we did the World Tournament Announcer item as well. I'm kind of expecting some crazy stuff. God Goku's not going to kill here, right? I didn't pay attention. I don't know if I got the 6 key spheres with him. Okay, no, yeah, he's not going to kill. I mean, you never know. He could triple, super, triple crit. So, okay, so 18.2. That is pretty crazy. Of course, keep in mind it's a nuking rotation, so this isn't necessarily very realistic. But on the previous rotation, we popped his active skill. We hit damn near what we just hit. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. All right, we got the additional in, which is pretty good. I do want to get this in the video. The animation actually looks really good. That's another thing about this guy. His animations, man, very crazy. His animations are top tier, especially considering he's like, what, 3 years old, I think, or 4. Oh, yeah, he's 4 years old. Wow. Yeah, man. For a 4-year-old unit, basically, his animations are pretty top tier, which is why his EZA is just gonna be amazing all around. They could make him so good because he's already hitting this amount of damage. I mean, if they want to make him relative to how they made the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, to where he's just very good offensively and not really the best defensively, I would be okay with that as long as they make sure he is very good offensively, like insane. Because, I mean, you get to a point where you're doing so much damage, it doesn't really matter how your defense is because you're just killing the enemy before they even attack you. But, all right, with all that shown, let's go ahead and cut to a red zone stage. I'm assuming I'm going to bring him in Broly, but, you know, I guess we'll just cut to that. All right, so we're here fighting Red Zone Broly, and we've got a really good setup right here. We are going to have 5 out of 7 links once we get Legendary Power. And we do have God Goku on here, who was, you know, supposed to provide some Rainbow Orbs, but he really didn't. But yeah, anyway, we're going to have 5 out of 7 links. A good thing about this guy is he does work well with some top-tier Slot 1 options, which is really good considering this guy is a Slot 2 unit, because, of course, he gets all of his stats when performing a super. You know, people like Carnival LR Goku, LR EZA AGL Gohan are some very good Slot 1 units, and they share like 5 out of 7 links with this guy. So definitely just some good rotations right there, especially for when this guy will EZA and then become very good. So actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, the STR Carnival LR Goku, he shares 5 out of 7 links with. The Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, he shares 5 out of 7 links with. He shares 5 out of 7 links with a lot of really good options. So with this guy, with his EZA, right, if he becomes very good, he's going to have some insane rotations. But all right, anyway, we do have his active skill. I can pop this just because, right, make his attack stat look a little bit more pretty. And just so we don't really have to worry about key issues. So, all right, what we'll do is we'll give Carnival LR Goku the tech key spheres right there. We'll give Broly these right here. And actually, before we get the turn going, all right, 69k defense. Pretty bad. Because then once we get the super off, that's basically just going to double it. And then that's going to put us a little under 140k defense. Obviously, that sucks. But, I mean, you know, different age. He released in a time where 140k defense post-super was very good. So I'm assuming we're going to die right here, even if we don't get supered. But I think... Okay, wait. Maybe if we don't get supered, we'll live. Because I think... What? We're probably taking like 50k per normal, right? Okay, well, a 9.4 million attack stat. That definitely makes me feel better about his defense. Because 9.4, even now, is pretty good. Especially, like, considering his age and all that. And he has additionals. Okay, so a little bit more than 50k. 90k per normal. Yeah, we would have been dead from a super. Absolutely. Yeah, we would have absolutely died from a super attack there. But overall, I would say his performance is pretty good. Not only did we survive right there, and we tanked, what, 4 normal attacks, but we obviously did do that 9.4 million attack stat, which is really good, because we have no support, right? So, definitely very impressive. I think the fact that this guy is now getting, like, 200% teams, yeah, I think that's what I said, is very good, because, of course, he's going to get an EZA soon, and it's just going to make it to where you're going to have some crazy setups, because, like I said, the rotations you can do with this guy are very crazy because he has got so many good linking partners. But all right, with all that shown, let's go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. All right, so here we have a Nightmarish Impact Super Saiyan Broly. So starting off with his leader skill, it is Resurrected Warriors, category Ki +3, and HP attack and defense plus 130%, and then he gives Extreme Tech type Ki +4, and HP attack and defense plus 100%. Not the craziest leader skill. Unfortunately, with his EZA, it's not really going to be that good either. This is only going to go up to 150%, and this to 120%. Well, actually, you know what? Is it? Let me double check really quick. Let me check the God Goku's EZA, because he shares the same leader skill as him. Obviously, different categories, but it's the same kind of base. To where before his EZA, it was wait, can I check his before and after EZA stats? No, I can't. Oh, I'm on the JP version. Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, it's probably gonna go up to like 120% right here. So 150% to HP attack and defense, and then 120% to HP attack and defense for Extreme Tech. Definitely not the best leader skill, but I guess for some players, it might be kind of useful. His super attack effect is that he causes colossal damage to enemy and then lowers defense. And then on his 18 key, he causes mega colossal damage to enemy and then greatly lowers defense. He needs some defense here, and that's pretty much it. I mean, with his EZA, just give him some defense there and he'll be good. And then this guy's passive is he gets attack and defense plus 90% when performing a super. He gets an additional attack plus 50% if it's an ultra super attack. And then he launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies, and then he transforms when conditions are met. Now, the conditions for the transformation is very easy, just the 4th turn. So obviously, this is extremely easy. This is like what the 5th year anniversary LRs have, what AGL Blue Gogeta has. So just very easy to get right here. And obviously, when you do end up getting it, it does make him look very good. His super attack effects don't really change, except for on his 12 key, he just greatly lowers now, and then on his 18 key, he massively lowers. And then his passive is that he gets 100% attack and defense when performing a super. He gets an additional 88% attack if it's an ultra super attack. He launches an additional super attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super when facing only 1 enemy, and then he gets the guaranteed additional when he's facing 2 enemies. And then this guy's active skill condition is actually, there is no condition. You can just immediately get it, so that's obviously very good. And then the effect is that you get 24 key and then 48% attack for 1 turn. So very good there. That makes it to where he's going to be hitting pretty hard. As you saw, we got up to 14 million. And then this guy's links are Sand Warrior Race, the Sand Lineage, Berserker, Prepared for Battle, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. One of the best link sets in the game. This is very good. Unfortunately, this does hold it back from being probably the best link set in the game. Berserker is just not good at all, just because it's very difficult to get activated. But all these links over here are crazy, and it is partially why he works well with a lot of like really insane units. And then this guy's categories are Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Super Saiyans, Target Goku, Exploding Rage, Revenge, Diabolical Villains, which is just Inhuman Deeds, Planetary Destruction, Legendary Existence, and Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So yeah, that is the Broly. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this guy, and let me know what you want his EZA to look like and when you want to see him EZA. And yeah, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.